The Vietnamese tunnel warfare was terrifying. If an American soldier dared to stick his head out, in the next second the enemy could slice his neck into something like a kebab, blood spraying everywhere. The sight was so gruesome that even the Vietnamese women fighters looked away. Back in the tunnel, a comrade would be drenched in blood. The woman above wouldn't hesitate. She'd pull the pin from a grenade and toss it down the shaft. In the blast, the American soldier inside would be buried alive. After the ambush, the woman would slip into another hidden entrance. And that was only the tip of the iceberg on the Vietnam battlefield. On March 2, 1965, U.S. President Lyndon B. Johnson officially approved Operation Rolling Thunder and began large-scale bombing of North Vietnam. Soon after, 3,500 Marines landed at a Vietnamese port. Thus the Vietnam War escalated. To stop the U.S. invasion, the Vietnamese dug countless, labyrinthine tunnels through the jungle. Compared to the big, heavily built American soldiers, the Vietnamese were smaller and could move freely inside the tight passages, where they set traps and ambushes. The Americans suffered. Their larger bodies simply couldn't fight effectively in cramped tunnels. To counter the tunnels, the U.S. formed a specialized small-statured unit known as the Tunnel Rats. On the new recruits' first day in the combat zone, their commander gave them a brutal lesson. The men looked up into the trees, and to their horror, a Viet Cong fighter was shoved down from above by an American veteran. A shocking savage scene meant to teach them that the enemy deserved no mercy. If you show mercy to the enemy, you'll only be cruel to yourselves, the commander told them. On the battlefield, it's either you or them. Unbeknownst to the Americans, Vietnamese fighters watched from the jungle. A massacre was about to unfold. The Americans soon found a tunnel entrance. Officers asked who would go first. Everyone averted their eyes. No one wanted to volunteer. Finally, a recruit hoping to make himself useful went down. The veteran officers breathed a sigh of relief, but only the commanders knew the full danger. Less than a minute later, there were gunshots and screams from inside. The veteran hurried down to pull the recruit out. He emerged covered in blood and already lifeless. Seeing their dead comrade, the Americans burned with a desire to wipe out the Vietnamese fighters.